The seasonal escape that promises reinvention is not merely a vacation from responsibility, but a sacred pause demanding you confront the identity you've buried beneath years of performative productivity. And true renewal requires not curating a perfect summer aesthetic for external validation, but integrating the weight of rest until joy becomes an act of radical self-reclamation rather than temporary indulgence. In Summer State of Mind, Christy Woodson Harvey transforms the beach read trope into profound exploration of feminine sovereignty and embodied restoration, proving liberation isn't found in escaping your life, it's forged in honoring the woman beneath the itinerary when every cultural script demands you remain optimized. This psychologically precise narrative makes every sun-drenched moment feel like both surrender and resistance, where consent to slow down is negotiated through self-trust rather than assumed permission. And healing means protecting your peace when society demands you monetize even your leisure. From salt air and cicada narration, listeners enter worlds where stillness is syntax and presence is the only true destination. Perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent women's fiction, where female complexity defies inspirational expectations. When burnt-out executive Alara Vance retreats to her grandmother's Outer Banks cottage expecting effortless relaxation, she discovers the space mirrors the exact suppression she's endured beneath decades of performative competence. And local historian Julian Thorne's quiet refusal to treat her as tourist creates sanctuary defying seasonal transience. Navigating tidal rhythms and buried attractions, Alara realizes this summer isn't about escape, but recalibration. Harvey avoids reducing Alara to exhausted professional or Julian to charming local, instead crafting radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as nostalgia blurs them. Audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy, capturing Alara's disciplined composure softening into clarity, and Julian's guarded warmth revealing tenderness beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls, learning some renewals can only be claimed when you stop letting schedules define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical summer fiction fare is portraying seasonal intimacy as somatic practice rather than romanticized escapism. Alara confronts how achievement culture equated worth with output, challenging safety through emotional detachment from her own needs. Julian doesn't ground her through charm, he creates space where her contradictions exist without diminishment. Their relationship evolves through radical reciprocity, sharing silences during porch swings bypassing performance, establishing rhythms protecting both temporal integrity and psychological safety, defending each other from well-meaning friends mistaking slowness for stagnation. Supporting characters add texture, locals encoding suppressed grief, elders carrying intergenerational wisdom, the cottage itself absorbing decades of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward rest is technique and presence is sustainable resource. Even seasonal mechanics serve thematic depth, with tide charts mirroring emotional integration and sunset rituals becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersion into sacred stillness. The narrator embodies Alara and Julian with remarkable distinction, making chemistry palpable even during quietude, while sound design anchors existential stakes through distant waves, rain against screened porches, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity. Pacing mirrors seasonal cadence, deliberate during reflection, surging as external pressures collide with internal awakenings. Ultimately, Summer State of Mind redefines women's fiction by centering female epistemology within restorative frameworks, satisfying genre cravings while delivering commentary on toxic productivity and masculine vulnerability. It affirms that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to simply be, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by expectation.